Happy Monday, everyone! It is September 12th, and it is a huge holiday for some people. I still have to go to work, and my kids still have to go to school, but not everyone around the nation has to, because it is Columbus Day, and it's also Native American Indian Day, or Indigenous People Day. It depends on how you celebrate, your perspective, but it all kind of stimulates from the same thing. 1492, Columbus came across and found the Americas, found the indigenous people, and it's kind of where it all stems from. I guess it depends on who you talk to, though, because the Native Americans have always had a Heritage Day. But, so in 1792, 300 years after Columbus found the Americas, was like the first time they started celebrating, or at least the first recorded time that they celebrated the day. But it wasn't celebrated very well. In 1892, 400 years afterwards, they found they had to do something about it, because on that day they lynched 11 Italian immigrants. So it became a day of hatred and against immigration and against foreigners, and somehow it was twisted in a wrong way. I'm not an expert. I'm actually really curious what the perspective was. Not that I definitely disagree with what they did, but it's weird how you take a day of like meeting the Native Americans to twisting it around to killing all of the foreigners or the immigrants, or I don't know. And who did it? I'm not sure. But it's really interesting, and they gradually recognized it as the day Columbus, or a day to celebrate Columbus coming to America and meeting the Native Americans. And then from another perspective of commemorating the heritage and the preservation of the Native American heritage and their culture, which is super admirable, and I definitely admire. Each individual tribe has a unique culture and heritage that they preserved over time, even with this overpowering culture coming in and surrounding them. So that's really amazing if you really think about it. And today's the day to recognize that. It's also a day to recognize, the discovery of America, and praise the fact that because we celebrated it, we were able to call it our home and come in. So there's different perspectives, and based off of your own perspective, or you could try to celebrate all three of them and kind of look around. Or it's really two perspectives. One of them they don't know if it's Indigenous Person Day or Native American Day. I think that's the exact same thing, though. I don't think that's two different things. And then the Native Americans also have, depending on which tribe or which state you're in, different days. It's not necessarily today that they celebrate it. Sometimes it's different days, like the first Monday of the month or some other day. So I thought that was really interesting. That's what's so big about today. Now, my county doesn't celebrate it, but a different county does celebrate it, and all of the kids are off of school. Some places have their employees take off as well because they celebrate it. I'm not so fortunate, and my kids, thank goodness, also weren't so fortunate, so I didn't have to get them in daycare on a holiday, which is really awkward. Really awkward when, you get to have this day off because of a holiday, and then, but your mom doesn't, so you have to go to a daycare. Would have been awkward. Or maybe I could have found someone else who had the day off. Who knows? Hey, also, when it comes to food, today is all about gumbo and pulled pork. Now, if you haven't had gumbo, it's a super, super spicy soup with sausage and okra, and it depends. It's kind of like just a blend. It's very Cajun kind of. I think New Orleans is famous for their gumbo. Delicious. When I was pregnant, I for some reason began to crave spicy food. If it wasn't spicy, I could not taste anything. Like, my taste senses were like so dulled out by being pregnant that I could only taste if it was just on fire. So I would get gumbo and then I would add hot sauce to it. And some people would turn this gumbo back because it was too spicy. I would add hot sauce to it. But today is a great day for it because what? It's like 73 degrees. My son literally saw the morning dew in the grass and asked if it had snowed last night. They're so innocent. They've seen snow. Well, my older one has seen snow, but it was when he was really young. But we don't get snow here. So he sees morning dew and he's like, oh, is that snow? That must be snow. It's white and it blankets the grass. Like, no. The grass would be dead. We would no longer have a lawn. It's innocence. It's Florida innocence. I did not know when I was growing up here, you know the styrofoam that falls apart when you kind of break it and it blows everywhere? Yeah, I totally thought, I was like, oh my God, that's exactly snow. That's what snow is, right? No, that's just fake snow, the way we make fake snow, because when you're cheap and you're putting on a play, that's what you do. And then when I saw real snow, I was just like shocked. Like, that's what real snow looks like. I was, of course, in my teens by the time I saw real snow. So that's Floridians for you. That's just the realistic part of our lives, because we literally never see snow unless we go up there and visit it. And then the one time I did try to go visit it, I didn't see it fall because it was the first week of January, and all of a sudden they had a warm front or something, and there was only a little bit on the side of the road. So yeah, we pulled over and I dug into the snow on the side of the road and threw it like a snowball. And that was my first memory of snow. So amazing. But gumbo. So especially for you people that are a little further north, you gotta give it a try. Super spicy. Look up a recipe, maybe. I don't know. Find a Cajun place nearby. It's so good. And then pulled pork. You can get that anywhere. Pulled pork is delicious. It's also Arthritis Day, which I feel like I'm getting a little bit because I type a lot. But some people, they get quite a lot, especially towards later on in life. And I feel so bad for them. Hopefully we go further along in finding treatments for that and preventions to prevent it from happening. Because owie, I ended up spraining this right here, my little knuckle, and I think it's not arthritis, but like it definitely makes me feel the pain. Like, oh, I can't imagine if my whole hand was like that and you can't write, you can barely do anything. Imagine if you can't use your hands because it just hurts too bad. Oh, those poor people. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry if you have arthritis. But today is a good day to think about it. If you pop your knuckles, just think about not being able to use your hands one day because you ended up giving yourself arthritis. Well, it's Monday, guys. I hope you enjoy your Monday and set the standard for the rest of the week. Be nice to people, and I'll see you next time.